Lesson 1. Two cities.
It should not surprise you that the 4th of July is going to be a busy day in New York and Los Angeles. On the 4th of July last year, I went to 2 restaurants in those cities to celebrate. A traveler asked me,
"Is it easy to find good food in these cities?"
I answered, yes, it is easy to find and easy to eat it too. I worry it will make me fat. We laughed and he asked,
"Do you see that thief?"
"Those thieves, there?"
"No, these 3, here. This one looks more thoughtful than his other brothers."
"Though his brothers be of other mothers."
"Other mothers have udders."
He uttered and muttered nonsensically,
"These 3 are brothers, same father, same mother."
"Oh," said I, utterly confused. "About those thoughtful thieves that thought that day?" I asked.
"The thing that I think those thieves there thought, though not through their lens and thoroughly through mine, is about their food."
"Is it easy to eat it?" I asked.
"Well, it seems a bit better than biting bitter beets, but Patty's better batter Poppy Patty is better."
I agree, and Patty's better patty batter battered big pig bites beat Pete's bitter beet bits. This holiday, to celebrate, you should go to 2 cities too. You might write a new chapter in your book of lovely adventures.
Lesson 2. Learning to cook.
He was excited for his first cooking lesson. I noticed the gleam in his eyes as he put on his apron. There was a sense of pride and anticipation that are common with beginners. He took a deep breath, and as I watched, he started chopping vegetables. They were soon sizzling away on the pan. The chicken in the kitchen with the kitten enjoyed the delightful aroma. Without explanation, he turned to me as if I was his student and asked the question on his mind, "Did you know that before was, is?" I said to him, "That question is as crazy as possible, especially for a man with an apron on."
Lesson 3. Summer vacation.
This was the summer vacation that Joe had always dreamed of. He was from a small town, an area known more for its cold winters than hot summers. But this year, his parents decided to have a change. They decided to be adventurers by exploring a tropical island by boat. One day, while wandering by a local market, Joe saw a small wooden figurine of 2 bulls headbutting each other and wanted to buy it. His mother said,
"We can't buy everything we see, but we can say bye to the seller with a smile."
On another day, they encountered a bee buzzing by a flower. Joe was startled, but his dad comforted him.
"Just stay still. The bee won't hurt you unless provoked."
Joe chuckled.
"Well, I guess I shouldn't butt into its business then."
The heat could be too much at times, or just enough depending on one's perspective. Every word from the locals was kind, but above all, this vacation was a precious memory to cherish. They felt rejuvenated by the experiences and promised to return by next summer.
Lesson 4. Planning a picnic.
Some sunny day, we were planning to have a picnic. What could be better than a day out in nature? We thought, but what should we bring? We had a cooler that can hold many things. We all decided to bring different things to contribute. I had some sandwiches. You had your famous chicken soup, and the other friends brought drinks and desserts. When we finished packing, we took out our food items. The sum of our efforts turned out to be a great collection of treats. There were some leftovers, which we put in a can for the next day. We all felt happy when we thought about the fun day out we were going to have.
Lesson 5, A Reformed Witch.
A witch woke up early and looked up at her watch. She was a rich witch, and she had made a wish, a wicked wish. After the rich witch wished the wicked wish, she watched. Each time the wish touched someone, their life suffered. That which she watched reached her, she thought.
Which rich witch is the wicked witch? It is I, for I am the rich witch which wished the wicked wish.
Now, that wish which she wished, the witch wished to wash away from the world. She thought,
If I use my time to clean up the neighborhood, it will do some good and help me change my wicked ways.
she was excited to do her part in the community cleanup. Each member of the group was assigned a different area to clean up. She was given the park, a place which she often visited during her free time. She was provided with gloves and a bag to use for the cleanup. The use of these tools made the job easier to do. She was determined to pick up each piece of trash and put it in the back of a pickup truck. Their collective efforts made a visible difference.
If everyone takes the time to clean up their surroundings,
She thought,
the world will be a much cleaner place.
Lesson 6, Pesky Seagulls.
If John and Mary had their way, then they wouldn't have to deal with these pesky seagulls. I'd like to tell you about the time they were about to scatter wooden food about the beach. So many times before, they had dealt with them. They were always walking along the way and about to eat their sandwiches when the seagulls would swoop down and take them. John and Mary didn't like this, so they decided to write a plan. Finally, they would have a way to deal with them. Their mother liked their initiative and said, "That sounds like a good idea, so what is your plan?" John then told her about the fake plastic food they were going to scatter about the beach to distract the seagulls. It looked just like real food. If they were right, then they would be able to enjoy their real sandwiches without the seagulls bothering them.
Lesson 7, Cafe Conversation.
How long has it been since you saw him?
Oh, it's been a long time. 2 months, I think.
That's a long time. Has he changed much?
He has. You see, he's lost a lot of weight and has a more active lifestyle now. He looks much healthier.
Well, that's a good thing. He has to make health a priority.
Absolutely. Oh, look, here he comes now.
Are your...
Oh, wow, you weren't kidding. He does look different. He has a look of confidence.
Yes, and he's been spending more time at sea and less time with her.
It looks like he's found a better work-life balance.
Definitely. He's seeking more in his life now.
Lesson 8, School Field Trip.
Most people remember a day when they could go on a school field trip. To ensure no student got lost, the teacher numbered the students as they boarded the bus. I was the first student in line, so she gave me a sticker that said, "No, 1." For a number of students, it was the day they had looked forward to the most. For some, it could even be the day they decided to go into a career in science, history, or art. No doubt those were the days that left the most profound impact on most people. No matter what, no student could forget that day. How did you feel when that day finally came? Did the sound of the bus engine sound exciting to you, or was it a day you wished would never come?
Lesson 9. Planning a hike.
Who will be joining us for the hike? My friends John and Lisa may come along. They know the hills of the trail better than we do. That's great. I guess they were the first ones to explore that area? Yes, they were the first to set foot there last May. When Lisa made the first call to the park rangers, and when we heard about this trail, we were so excited we almost fell over. So funny. Hey, let's go over the trail. Will we need to cross over any bodies of water? Yep, there's a small wooden bridge you have to walk over. You may want to bring extra socks in case they get wet. That's a good call. And what goes up must come down. We should be prepared to walk down some steep hills as well. That's good to know. Hey, I should call my friends to confirm that they will join us.
Lesson 10. New town, new job.
Since I moved here, I have been exploring my new city whenever I find some free time. A river does its part by parting the city into two parts. My office is found on the east side of the city, which I find more peaceful. In any case, it's a change that I needed. Work is hard but fun. I'm now a part of a team that's working on new projects. We work side by side on several projects and take turns to do different parts. I've never taken part in a project like this, so I had to take some time to get comfortable. My new work friends have been very welcoming. The staff and the management don't argue, so I never have to take a side in that. I don't like having a part in work drama, and being a part of a conflict doesn't work for me. And I couldn't be any happier with my new friends at my side. I've been eating beans from Ben's bin every day. Although it's been difficult, I wouldn't part with the experience or toss it in the bin. Apart from that, I don't have much to say. No words of wisdom to impart.